Q50 before. I just did a full 3.5-hour documentary on the whole St. Louis drill scene. And some of what I'm going to tell you today is going to blow your mind, because we have got yet another interstate gang war on our hands, people. It's absolutely crazy. So if you're familiar with the channel, you'll know I've done a couple of documentaries about these guys. Okay, it's pretty serious out there in Chicago. Okay, the Bloodhounds. You saw the video about Lil Jeff, the infamous.
Yo, shout out for Traveler Ross, y'all. Yo,
shout out himself. He had 11 bodies. He had 11 hats. But his right hand man Q50. He been running around the world saying that he got 8 bodies, all right? And I made a video about him, 2 hours on him, 3 hours on Jeff. These are serious guys, man. These are the most serious guys coming out of Chicago in this new generation. But look, a lot of people have been trying to catch these guys, okay? They got a whole bunch of beef with different hoods, Trap City, 9-5 Mob, Risky Road. These guys have got serious ops. And it looks like the gang war has now spilled over into the to the city of St. Louis, which I just covered in a long documentary on the channel as well. Okay, if you know, you might have caught this one. Okay, shout out to the St. Louis Drillers, man. There's a couple of names, couple faces, even in this thumbnail that you're about to hear some crazy backstory about. Okay, so look, Q50 posted up that he was in St. Louis. He was out there doing a show. I believe this was last night. Okay. He posted picture of his diamond watch. He bust down Rolex, very fly, with Arabic numerals on there. It's a fly watch, all right? Don't run off with that one. He posted that he was in St. Louis, all right? He was there last night, allegedly playing a show.
Chad, that's what I'm saying. When Q50 be going out of town, he be tripping, Chad. Q50 really be tripping when he go out of town. He be posting where he be at, doing all kind of shit, Chet. He can't be doing that.
All right. There was footage from his show, I believe. And it was all looking crazy. So this is the footage, Q50 on stage in St. Louis playing his show. He got a big show, a big performance. You know what I mean? A big crowd out there. He be killing it right now, okay? He's going absolutely crazy. But things unfortunately went left after that show, man. A Reddit post is going around saying that he got parked. And this is some St. Louis slang, man. You know, you might know about valet gang. They be valet parking people's cars. All right. They be valet parking people's cars. And this was going around saying, boy, they parked that MF, Bloodhound Q50. This is looking like a Cadillac Escalade truck crashed into the emergency room. Okay. This is looking like it was a frantic dash for the emergency room. They're saying that 4 people got shot outside that show. So this is
check on Q50, man. They didn't park this shit down there.
Damn,
Ooh, it's not sweet, gang.
I like this shit, Chad. I like these. You say be busted.
So shout out to Remo, man. This was on Remo's page. That was footage outside. Somebody said they parked his whip outside the emergency room, man. It was looking very, very serious. Yeah, according to these reports, it's going around absolutely everywhere. 4 people apparently are injured in critical condition. A lot of people are saying Q50 was hit. Some people are denying this, and we're going to get to those theories and those rumors in a minute. But yeah, man, people were posting from the scene saying check up on him. You know, they were saying check on little Q50, man. It's looking serious.
Yeah, man, tell their ass check on Q50, man. They didn't park this shit down there.
They're saying check on him, man. There's a few different videos floating around allegedly from the scene. A lot of people are kind of speculating on how serious this incident might have been. It's even made it to Academics' page, man. Q50 got a lot of motion right now, okay? So look, a lot of people are speculating that he got shot, that he might be in critical condition himself, but we have had reports from a girl that he apparently messes with. Now, you got to be careful with these girls because we're going to get into, there's allegedly some backdoor allegations, all right? But a girl who Q50 apparently messes with, all right, let everybody know this is Philly chick. Apparently, he got chicks from state to state, man. He got ops and girls in every state around here, man. But people are saying this is Philly girl just posted. I'm confused. I'm cut. Look, she says she's cracking the F up. This dude got shot, but he's still on the phone talking about his dead grandma. I'm irked. All right. Apparently, Q50 still making calls. He's still tapping in with his females. So apparently he's good. All right. Apparently he's good. But not everybody is on the good news train for Q50. Some people have been posting, people are praying that he doesn't make it through surgery, right? His ops from 95 Mob YFG, all right, Lil Benji 808 has posted trolling him, saying, Lord, please don't let him make it out of surgery. His ops are definitely having a field day, but it looks like he's got new ops all over the place. Now, I'm going to give you the little backstory of why this actually allegedly went down, okay? People are saying he ran off with 60,000 from people in St. Louis, right? This is going around on Reddit. Q50 shot in St. Louis after allegedly running off with $60,000. Anybody know if he's in stable condition? Now, Q50 was allegedly hopping on a song very recently, rapping about running off with $60,000 from St. Louis. This is a snippet that was going around. Q50 posted it, and he's saying, them dudes in St. Louis still mad I took their 60K. Before you mess with me, bitch, F with Bloody Brother 76. Let's talk about paper, broke ass ops. Next funeral, I'ma pay for it. That's what he's saying. Okay, in the snippet, I think he actually saying he stole 60K in the snippet.
Ain't trying to eat dick, get a fuck on my face. St. Louis still mad, so 60K. Say smoking on school, dead bitch got lit.
St. Louis still mad I took 60K. So he apparently ran off from some people in St. Louis for $60,000. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you, I got this whole story down pat right now, okay? I done got all the links, okay? I got all the info. You ain't going to see this info anywhere else. People on Reddit are saying that the people he stole 60K from actually spun back and booked him for this concert that he was playing last night. Now, they're saying that they rebooked the people that he ran off with the 60K. They booked him for a show, and then after he finished performing, they had people waiting outside. Saying Q50 got booked to do a show by the same dudes he took the paper from the concert, and they had 30 people out there. It was more people outside in the parking lot than in the club, all right? And they're saying he took 60K from them, and they gave him 60 rounds for it. Allegedly, there were 60 shell casings at the scene, so they done sent a message. You want to take 60K? We're going to give you back 60. We don't give it back. We're giving it as good as we get it, all right? The news is saying 4 in critical, and the truck got hit with 2 Dracos over 60 7.62 shell casings. Now, if you know, Q50 be talking about them 7.62s. Q50's own Instagram, right? He bloodhound Q50.762. So he be flinging the 7.62s, and it looks like, unfortunately, last night, some 7.62s, 60 of them got flung back over this allegedly stolen 60K. But look, people are even elaborating on this, all right? People are elaborating on this. There's more info going around. Like, I can't believe how much info. I done woke up today and just everything's already out there. Everybody already knows what's going on, all right? So look, this is going around. People saying on Reddit, let me get this straight. So he robbed the dude, bragged about it thinking it's a game. They booked him for a show and then shot him. Now he in critical. Let me make sure I understand before I cry.
Don't forget, that shit ain't funny.
People saying he robbed somebody on SDL in St. Louis, and he had to go back to St. Louis for his show. Club booked him after his concert. He ain't make it there. So it's unclear whether it's, you know how these parties go, man. Rappers do a performance in one venue, then they maybe go and do an after party. They maybe go and do a walkthrough at another venue. You know what I'm saying? They can put him on the flyer. He ain't even got to perform. He just got a walkthrough. He might collect a nice little 10, 20K. All right. But they're saying this dude is slow robbing somebody when you already got that kind of bread, making too many enemies, thinking you're indestructible, especially in SDL. Dudes be broke with all type of guns. They're dangerous as hell. Facts. If you go and watch my St. Louis documentary, you will know they're not to be played with. All right. They're not to be played with. People saying dudes in St. Louis, they be broke with Drake's ARP switches, all sorts of wild stuff, but they ain't got a dime to their name. These are the type of dangerous guys you got to watch out for the most. Okay. But look, I'm nervous to even put this out there, but I'm just going to do it, man. I'm just going to do it. That guy from the thumbnail, okay? Look, all right, look. I just got to keep it real, man. I just got to keep it real.
Ross, y'all. Shout out to Trap.
My guy.
You're a legend.
CTS Lil Wick over here on the left. He got a confirmed body. He beat a body. He beat a body on self-defense, okay? He allegedly valet parked somebody who was out riding dirt bike. Somebody had an issue with it, and he took a life, claimed it was self-defense, and he beat it. He a serious guy. That's him in the thumbnail with a switch, all right? This clearly not somebody to play with. But people are saying CTS Lil Wick and his crew may well have been involved in this incident, okay? You're not going to believe this, all right? This was posted, okay, so this 9-5 Mob Dre, these are Q50's real ops, man. Basically admitting that CTS Lil Wick and them did this to Bloodhound Q50. Now, he done posted a bunch of CTS members Valet Gang, Wanky G, Spaz, you know, it's the CTS Lil Wick. That's his IG. He saying, I love y'all on 2 times grave. Y'all stood on everything you told me, blood. I got something for y'all. People saying, look, Q50's ops, they're so happy and grateful that they can't even hold back a thank you post. All right. People saying, ain't no way he just tried snitch like that. People saying, dude really gave the feds all the names that they might have missed for the RICO. I mean, tagging everybody involved is actually some crazy work. Okay, and I'm gonna have to go and do my homework. I got everybody's Instagram now, so you know what I'm saying, it's game over. Right? You might want to block me in advance because I'm finna go through all these Instagrams, man. People saying, why the hell would you make a public post like this? These dudes are dumb as hell. I can't believe he just did that. Even if they didn't have nothing to do with it, that's still dumb as hell. Right? There's a chance they didn't actually do it, and they're just chasing it. There was like 3 dudes from Duval claiming the Julio hit afterwards. And none of them even did it.
Right here in the cone.
Right. It's crazy. Imagine you fresh off a drill, you done burnt your clothes, tossed the stick, petrol bars, and all that just to log in and see this. All right. This stuff would make me so mad, gang. Imagine waking up from a nap after doing a hit and you wake up and see the dudes you did it for giving you thanks on your IG. Damn, free the guys. Dudes be snitching. Facts. And they finna blame me. They're going to say this video is police work.
It's free.
I got everyone's IG off this post, man. And look, there's more. I got more, to be fair. I got more case files for you guys, right? Not going to lie. If my homie tagged me in something like this after a crazy attempt, we're just going to have to put him off the hood. Dudes are slow. And then he said, I got something for y'all so we can add murder for hire to the list of charges. That is very crazy. All right. He about to pass out 9-5 chains like King Von did to O-Block. And he'll have the nerve to say, man, you be telling on the internet. Do not say that I'm telling, bro. It's already out there. The info is already out there. It is what it is, man. But look, I got more. I got more source for you, okay? I got more source for you. So you know what I mean? You can still call me the police if you want. All right. If I was one of the shooters and I saw my bro tagging me in a congrats post, I'm flaming him. I done seen some stupid stuff posted on this sub, but bro, this has got to be one of the dumbest things a dude can post on their story. And then he clicked post. No way he just told on them like, bruh, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. But look, CTS Lil Wick posted about it too, man. CTS Lil Wick, white rapper with 10 hats from SDL. Ain't no 10 hats. He got 1 hat. All right. You're going to have to, there's 10% of those hats. He trolls Q50 after the shooting and he tapped him with YFG. You think he did the hit. CTS Lil Wick posted it just with laughing emojis. Bloodhound Q50 was shot this morning in STL. Okay. This was going around. People saying CTS Lil Wick dissed him.
Oh, he going with it. He ain't did
They
it,
responded to this. He sent F Bloodhound. And that's not the only time. I'm going to show you in a minute.
They about pimp for
he definitely ain't got 10 hats. Right. As far as I know, he don't have a reputation of hats. But he got 1 self-defense body. All right. But look.
That nigga get cool with you.
Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, and Q50 and them, they got a whole lot of enemies from all over Chicago and from state to state. Okay, so they was already beefing with CTS, all right? Because CTS Lil Wick, he tapped him with 9-5 mob. He actually is locked in with Q50's ops and he shouted out the ops and was even smoking on Lil Jeff, all right? This is 5 months ago. Sumo and Lil Wick dissing Bloodhound Lil Jeff and shouting out 9-5 mob. Okay, this is for real. Okay, this is crazy. 5 months ago.
You got ties to the rack?
They're saying you got ties to the rack? You got ties to Chicago like that?
Oh, ain't going to bed, boy. Hello, what's your... Hey, let's pass that Lil Jeff, bro.
Said, pass that Lil Jeff, slime.
That nigga say Lil Jeff. We fuck with 9-5, I know what the fuck.
So look, CTS Lil Wick out here smoking on Lil Jeff, man. This was another post that's going around. Apparently updated his status on Instagram, letting everybody know you can't come to the Lou, you can't come to St. Louis. Like, stuff is sweet over here, okay? CTS Lil Wick is a very serious guy, man. So look, I got a whole chapter in this video about CTS Lil Wick, man. These guys are very serious. They do not play. Time, Wick would also seemingly begin experiencing losses to the streets, with one of the hardest being the death of his friend Jody, who would be killed in a shooting. At this point, Wick had become affiliated with the local gang set known as 70 CTS, CTS standing for both Courtois Street or Certified Trap Stars, with the gang being located far in the south side. His set would also be affiliated with several other sets and cliques, such as the clique known as the Valet Gang, with members from the hood known as 43 Gib, from the 4300 block of Gibson Avenue, known for rappers like Wanky G, and a clique known as the Artillery Gang, whose most famous member is a rapper known as Esco Jammin from the hood 5053, or simply the 50. Esco Jammin is hard. He's one of my favorite rappers out of St. Louis right now, man. Bruh, he got some fire songs. North St. Louis. In 2021, Wick began to drop numerous music videos, and while it's not clear how much attention these videos were getting at the time, Wick would immediately catch people off guard, being one of the few white drill rappers coming out of St. Louis. But don't let his skinny frame fool you. This is a dangerous young man. He can be seen toting guns and rapping about shooting people in numerous of his songs and videos. In fact, he likely reminded many fans of a white drill rapper who went viral a few years earlier called Slim Jesus. However, Slim Jesus notoriously lost all his aura after admitting that he wasn't really a savage in the streets like he portrayed in his music. CTS Lil Wick, he ain't no Slim Jesus, man. Do not get it twisted. However, CTS Lil Wick was the real deal, and really rapping about his real life in the streets where he had just caught a body. Soon he would begin to catch some attention online, like in the St. Louis drill subreddit, where someone would post a picture of Wick toting a Draco together with members of the Valet Gang and Artillery Gang, with one user commenting how he must be either the plug or really about it, to which another user would comment how Wick looked like he really had some bodies. However, what would really start to get Wick some attention was his appearance in the YouTuber Tommy G's 2022 vlog about the gangs of St. Louis, where Tommy— So look, he's a serious guy and he'd been in a few vlogs. But just a month later, in August, none of that mattered, because Lil Wick would get involved in the shooting that killed Joseph Shaw and fled the scene, becoming a wanted man in his hometown. According to a Views from the Arch interview with Wick himself, he wasn't exactly on the run, but he was actively ducking the cops, explaining how he was using the time to actually try and find a good lawyer.
I gotta get a lawyer. Like that, you know. I gotta get a lawyer.
An armed criminal.
He's like, "Mom."
A few months later, he was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action, facing the possibility of life in prison. On paper, the prosecution had what looked like a slam-dunk case, as surveillance cameras had captured the entire incident. But when the case went to trial in January 2024, Lil Wick would recount how he and a few friends had been riding their mini bikes around the city when Shaw's white Jeep had made a U-turn and started following them, before pulling up next to him, the two exchanging some heated words before the Jeep's occupant pulled out a gun, causing Wick to speed off. But only seconds later, he would hear gunshots and pull out his own weapon, returning fire in self-defense. While the prosecution would claim that there simply wasn't enough time shown on the surveillance video for these events to have occurred in the way that Wick claimed, he would go on to beat the case and be found not guilty on both first-degree murder and armed criminal action charges. Wick would get back to freedom, and with a legal body to rap about, he would jump headfirst into the drill scene to take advantage of his new image as St. Louis's biggest demon, dropping a music video titled First Day Out in February 2024, about a month after his not guilty verdict. So look, he is a serious guy. He got a legal body. He beat a body legitimately, okay, and people are saying he involved in this. Now, I've been sent what is allegedly a video of the actual shootings taking place. I don't know how true this is. This is floating around. Shout out to Chirac Illinois on Instagram, okay? But this is floating around. People saying this is the actual video of Bloodhound 50 getting shot up in STL.
No way. No way. No.
Now, if you see that at the start, you can see the one car, drive-by style, shooting into, I guess that's the Escalade that was crashed at the hospital.
No.
Okay, Ben, at that time of night.
No way. No way. No.
They saying this the car. And you're seeing shots being fired from that car, man. It's looking crazy. We can't really see what's going on, but it's looking serious. Now, for the record, I want to shout out my guy Remo. Okay, Remo popped out with an update. He's apparently plugged into what's going on, and apparently, according to him, all right, much to the disappointment of these alleged ops, Q50 didn't actually get hit. That's what Remo's saying, okay? So let's hear what Remo had to say with a little update. He popped out with an update, letting the people know. Okay, we got this here.
Well, not remote, and not remote. F Adam 22, not remote.
Yeah, with the fact that they said Broga got shot and shit. I'm hearing that Q50 actually wasn't shot. You know, I talked to a few people close to him, so I think Q50's good. So everybody running with the narrative that he's in critical condition. I don't think that's true. I think Q50 is actually right. But prayers out there.
So look, prayers out to him, man. But there's more going on, man. So AMF, all right.
Wow,
this is the infamous video guy. Shot a lot of the most iconic videos for Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, and Q50. He posted a black and white picture of Q50. Now, some people think a black and white picture is a RIP type vibe. People saying this dude's dead. Who knows? Okay. Nobody really knows if he's good or not. Black and white picture doesn't necessarily mean that he's passed away. But look, I got a few more things to give you, man. I got a little bit more source. Now, people are getting more specific. They're saying that this 60K that was stolen was actually stolen from somebody very well known in the St. Louis drill scene. It's not the CTS crew, funnily enough. So look, before you call me the police, Here's an alternative theory about who was responsible. Okay. Rambo, a member of 1448, who allegedly is who the 60K was stolen from, he reacted after the news of the shooting happened, okay? And he was looking very happy.
Right out there, hit. Smoking Jeff ass right now.
He said he's smoking Jeff, he's showing a gun, he got the mask on, he got the shiesty on, and he's listening to Q50 making fun of him.
I lost my drink for the passing the switch. I lost the regular drink, passing me the one with the switch, nigga. Go.
Yeah, life is great.
Crazy.
It sucks to be up right now. It sucks to be your broke ass, Go. They talking about what's wrong.
Buzz down AP, fuck that press. Press like a nigga play touch. What's up in the field?
Cause those on fatty. Oh, rubbing niggas ass out here. Trapping this hoe, these hoes is messy. And this ass, this on me ain't gonna bring your man. I'm kinda less up, but you had your shit, man. Cause motherfucker get mad. Go. Cause you know I'm got way more hands.
I can't lie, yeah. Even for your op, you're clearly feeling the song. The song is a banger, okay? And look, I might have to remove this song for the YouTube version of this video. So if you didn't hear the song, he rapping along to the song, he's smoking Lil Jeff. He kind of feeling the song. The song's hard.
Go. But that, man, RP Lil Jeff, for real though.
Now it's RIP Lil Jeff. You smoking him a minute ago, now it's RIP him. These guys are confused, man.
All up niggas that's out here flexing. These houses messy. Head tap, turn his ass to a veggie. This don't mean gonna bring your man back. They had your shit back. This woman will get mad. Go. Cause you know I'm a... See, you know that I'm rolling first night out here. Real and blasting. Touch on my passion. Blasting. They know them. They know you got back. Go. Right out there, hit. Smoking Jeff ass right now. I lost my drink for the passing the switch.
So look, it could be these 1448 guys, man. So if you see my St. Louis doc, you'll know that these guys are serious too. Shout out to Mo P coming out of 1448, man. So if you saw my St. Louis doc, right, there's some serious guys coming out of an area called... Look, you got 48 Shreve, and then you got 14, you got the 14 Jects, all right? Mo P's one of the most famous rappers from coming over there. He was tapped in with a guy called Curry B, who unfortunately lost his life, but he was apparently a very serious demon in these streets of St. Louis, man. And he allegedly was going on hits with this guy Rambo, who you just saw. Killed people and had hats, and how he went on drills with his friend Rambo, another aspiring rapper from his hood. But Curry was also still staying active in the streets, often showing himself sliding dressed in all black while toting big guns. These are some serious guys. They all want the same thing. Ski masked up in the car, letting everybody know what they got going on, man. And Rambo's out here, man. Rambo's out here. So Curry B got killed. Rambo did a tribute to him. Shout out to him. He's another hard rapper coming from out of there. The rapper Rambo, titled Breaking Me's Friends, would pay some cracking fours, which is a diss towards the many different hoods who rep the number 4. Meanwhile, Curry's friends would pay their respects to him by releasing his posthumous music video with the rapper Rambo, titled Breaking Me Down, which ends with a fitting tribute to Curry, with all of his friends rapping along while showing their guns to the camera. But they weren't just planning on waving. These guys are serious, man. So these are the guys, all right? These are the guys. You got Rambo there, Mo P up there, okay? A few guys that passed away. This is a serious area, man. You're going to see there's a big alliance. These are a serious gang at war with a group called 1100 Murdercide. Sometimes two of these hoods come together to create an alliance, which is often repped by combining the two first numbers of the block. For example, there's a hood in North St. Louis known as 48 Shreve, who are in an alliance called 1448, with another hood all the way down in South St. Louis near downtown called 14 Peabody, or simply the Jects. The latter name coming from the fact that this area has been home to several large public housing projects, in this case particularly the Clinton Peabody Projects, which is the oldest public housing development in the city and about to go through a complete redevelopment. So look, these some serious guys, man. Look, we don't know exactly what happened yet, but obviously a lot of people are saying it was a backdoor. Females might be involved. There's a lot of allegations. Okay, so people are saying that this STL girl may have even backdoored our guy Q50. All right, people are posting this on the St. Louis Drill subreddit. Okay, the St. Louis Drill subreddit and the Chiracology subreddit are going to war right now. Okay, people in St. Louis saying if she ain't have nothing to do with Q50 getting popped, she def got to get some lows or something so Bloodhound can get back. right? People saying that backdoor situation, and even more crazy, all right? This was at the show. We're going full circle. The show where Q50 played, all right? He had girls backstage. Apparently, he had 2 of his girls backstage at the same time, and people are saying, yo, this got to be a backdoor. It's got to be the girls setting him up, all right? One of the girls set the plot up, probably Heavy G. He look, I ain't even trying to read that, but you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
How many niggas y'all know can have both of their bitches in the same section? I'm trolling.
That nigga pimp. Oh, he trolling.
Q50 got all his STL girls there, man. Maybe it was some backdoor action over. You know, maybe the girls weren't feeling all the different Q50 babes being on stage, man. Look, I don't know. We're praying for Q50. I hope he pulls through. He's a fire rapper. I'm not trying to see anybody get hurt. We got to try and stop the violence. We're pushing peace. But at the end of the day, you come to St. Louis, man. Q50 should have checked out my documentary, man, because they do not play in St. Louis. It's no joke. I'm not making any light of the situation. Man. Prayers up for Q50 and his entourage. Hopefully everybody makes it through. It was looking like a very serious incident, and I just hope that... Right, St. Louis is deadly enough, all right? Chicago is deadly enough. I don't want to see no more retaliation. We don't need to see this thing going further. It's very, very sad. And Q50 just can't stay out of trouble, man. Maybe he should move to like Puerto Rico or something. Just stay out of the way, you know what I mean? Lower his tax bill. Just get a little studio out there. Just stay out of the way, man. But look, people.
Thank y'all.